All right, so we're going to do the roast of the Wigmaster. John Griffin is his name. We always call him Griffin, Johnny Lee. Everybody who loved him just call him Wigmaster or Wiggy. A beloved character and a person for WPLR for almost 40 years.
Anybody who's ever listened to PLR has heard the fantastic "Your Old Buddy Lappy." That's the last thing the interns hear before the roofie kicks in.
Lappy, your boner is violating the restraining order.
This is great. Mike Lapatino's here. Round of applause for that piece of shit. But he's here. Of course he's here. Mike Lapatino loves appearing places. He appears at car dealerships, his own golf tournament, charity fundraisers, any bar that can't get AJ or Chaz. Let's play Jeopardy, ladies and gentlemen. The answer, your old pal Lappy. Question, what's the last word a young girl hears before she becomes an Amber Alert victim?
Well, that's all over now, and I'm proud to say he's found his true calling as the before picture in a weight loss ad. Let's bring out my dear friend, and I swear to God, he is my dear friend, Eddie Sabb. I love him.
I'm glad to see Eddie Sabb is here. Actually, I'm glad it's Eddie because from a distance it looked like somebody ate Billy Wynn.
We move on to Mark Kaplow and Rick Allison. I kind of lumped the two of them together because I don't know shit about them, so I threw them both together. Former PLR legends, and much like my wife, I see them a lot at first and now whenever they need money, so we're good.
Rick Allison is here. Round of applause to Rick. Rick looks like Sam Elliott and B. Arthur had a baby and it died. Willing enough thought I was gonna bury him, but I don't know where to get a fucking payloader this time of night. Willing enough said he never used a prop till tonight. Aren't you wearing Precious Skin as a fucking shirt? I was mentioning at the morning show, Chaz recently saved a dog from a fire, which is brave, but he actually went there because he heard a bitch was in heat and thought Pam needed a ride.
If you've ever heard a car commercial anywhere in the world, it's Kaplow's voice. He's on every annoying fucking car commercial you've ever heard. So what I want to do, I'm going to take a shot at this. I know I'm not going to be as good as him, but I'm going to talk in a language only Kaplow can understand. This roast is about 90 minutes long, give or take 30 minutes, $14 in advance. Pat Oates will never be funny. Lappy is probably drunk by now. Allison is definitely stoned. AJ is dreaming of on a muscle car. Pam is trying to dislodge a stray pube from her teeth. See Wiggy for details.
Okay, Mark Kaplow. I don't really know much about you whenever I ask questions. Who is this Mark Kaplow guy? I've heard about him. A lot of people were talking about your very lustrous hair. So what you guys know is he's the voice for a lot of Connecticut businesses, especially Town Fair Tire. So Mark, who knows that your hair is real? Nobody!
Pat Oates is a dear friend of mine, but the angriest piece of shit I've ever met in my entire life. He's like a less angrier Voldemort. He looks like Gollum a diner waitress. Mats Palazza's here, that's fantastic. If you want to see him again, he'll be appearing on the Lido deck of some ship somewhere. Mats loves kids too. You want to catch his act, follow the trail of Starburst from his front door to a playground. He'll be there waiting.
Mats looks like the drill sergeant from Full Metal Jacket with AIDS. What's your major malfunction? Wearing your 6th grade communion jacket to the roast.
AJ's here. I've been a fan for many years. To Till tonight, I thought he had Down syndrome, but apparently he's a good-looking man. It's in fantastic shape. Who am I to ever with a guy who looks like that? Shaved, metrosexual, sexy human being. I gotta tell you, greatest morning show around Connecticut. He was voted 5th funniest morning personality in the Northeast, but voted 1st most likely to get arrested at a rest stop for getting in a 72 Impala by a welder named Rip.
It was weird, AJ, to see you talk without Chaz's hand up your ass, though. That was a little weird. It's a great show. Chaz makes valid points, and AJ makes noises, makes mistakes. It makes Corky from Life Goes On seem like Einstein.
This man has seen alien life, unicorns, astral projections, ingested more drugs than Aerosmith and Scott Weiland combined, survived wars, hallucinations, fraud management, drank enough tequila to put all of Mexico in the black. And then the next day,
Wiggy gave me my big opportunity, and for that I'll always be grateful. I mean, how couldn't you be grateful? Look at this pasty, doughy, red-faced Jerry Garcia looking. Serious. It looks like Colonel Sanders banged Adele, had a baby, and named it Wiggy.
Wiggy came to his senses, and in the dark of night, he did a smart thing. Which is, by the way, the first time that sentence has ever been said. I'm going to repeat it. Wiggy came to his senses in the dark of night and did a smart thing.
A lot of people don't know that Wiggy grew up in Ohio, correct? And a lot of people don't know that SeaWorld at one time was in Ohio. They both left Ohio at the same time. Coincidence? I think not. They were moving along, I guess. He grew up on a farm in Ohio. Had cows and horses, goats, or as Wiggy called them, my girlfriends.
Wiggy looks like how I would imagine Shrek's dad to look, only older.
We'd have nothing to do one day. We'd be sitting in the studio, and in would come a salesperson, politely ask for a commercial. Griffin would go into this trance, rubbing his thighs, stroking his beard, sit back, deep thought, and finally tell the salesperson, "Come back in the morning." They would leave, and I'd say, "Griff, we got nothing to do. We could just do this in 2 seconds." He said, "Kid, never let them see how easy it is."
But I'm so excited for Wiggy. He's going to get married soon. Kelly, beautiful woman. She's a nurse. Good job, Wiggy. That's just a cheap way to get 24-hour care, because you know he's going to need someone to wipe his ass pretty soon.
Yowza, yowza, yowza. Gotta wig out. It's not a catchphrase, ladies and gentlemen. The has Tourette's. I don't know you, but I feel like I know you. Because you look like every lunch lady ever.
The comics here, hired assassins. Hired assassins, they don't know me from anything. So I want to thank them for coming, and this was a good experience for them because they got to talk in front of a room full of people. If you follow him on his Instagram, and then he posts lots of stuff with him at the gym. And people say, well, you know, he's really looking to take care of himself, and that's not really the case. It's not really the case. He works out every day because it takes an incredible amount of upper body strength to pull his head out of Chaz's ass at the end of every show. So again, thank you for coming. I'm trying to think, there's something. Oh, I think we're here on a Saturday, and that makes it a weekend.